What's up, mountain bikers? I'm Jason Bermstyle, and welcome to my tiny garage. I recently built up a Specialized Stumpjumper EVO alloy frame on 27.5-inch wheels for riding our local berm and jump-filled flow trails. The bike features progressive modern geometry and has a ton of pop. I constantly find myself boosting every roll and gap on the trails that I can find. It's got a slack front end and a low bottom bracket, and it absolutely shreds the corners. The one downside of that low bottom bracket is that I find myself bashing the chain rings on logs and rocks from time to time. The frame comes stock with a chain retention device, but as it lacks a third threaded mount, it makes fitting a bash guard a bit of a challenge.
Looks like this is a no-go.
The current standard for attaching a frame-mounted chain retention device with an integrated bash guard is called ISCG 05. Unfortunately, the designers of these bikes left out the bottom mounting point, which limits rider choices in regards to chainring protection. And it's really the only weak point in what otherwise is an awesome frame. Bash guards are cheap insurance against rock strikes, but without that lower mounting point, a frame-mounted bash protector isn't recommended with this bike. On the event of an impact, having only 2 bolts could actually fail, and that would probably invalidate the warranty. There are some options available to us though. You could run a bottom bracket mounted bash guard, or a BB to ISCG adapter. With 2 mounts on the frame already, it doesn't quite make sense for the Stumpjumper though. So what's rider to do? Option 1, raise the bottom bracket height. The Stumpjumper EVO features a flip chip, and that gives you the choice of 2 bottom bracket heights. So I went ahead and set it to the high position, and that helped, but it's still pretty low. It would be nice if it were just a tad bit higher. Another option would be to run some shorter cranks. However, I still got to worry about bashing the chainring. Since bolting a bash guard to the frame seemed less than ideal, the other option was to bolt a bash guard directly to the crank arm. Fortunately, that's where my challenges began. I've been running the last 3 generations of Shimano XD cranks. They utilize a 104mm bolt ring pattern. Unfortunately, this means that most of the cranks I have aren't compatible, as modern cranks are designed to be paired with frame-mounted chain devices. I prefer to run Shimano though, and the only bash ring compatible cranks these days are the gravity-specific Z and Saint cranksets. While Z and Saint are truly bomb-proof, they're a bit heavier than I was hoping to run. Fortunately, I still have a vintage SLX crankset in rotation on my dirt jump bike, and it was totally compatible with the bash rings I had on hand. Luckily, I had enough foresight to acquire the Shimano SMCD. The lightweight chainring protector seemed to be a great match for the build I was trying to achieve with the Stumpjumper. Once I had sorted a crankset to pair it with, bolting it on went fairly quickly. Take my bash guard, as you can see. So now, always dropping stuff here. My solution. Got the bash guard mounted on there. It's time to slide on the bike. Let's throw a little lube on there. Alright, so that's the problem. Oh, that's that. So spacing is looking to be an issue. Oh, look at that. SMCD 800 chain guide is designed to work as a system. It's especially impressive in terms of adjustability. Most chain guides include several sets of spacers that require trial and error installs to dial in the alignment and spacing to center the guide on the ring. This innovative Shimano solution features an integrated dial that allows for precise adjustment and pairing with the SMCD 50 bash ring. Alright, so what's going to limit where this can go is hitting that. I think it's all the way down. It's not hitting the pivot, so... And that's pretty clean. So this tool is pretty handy. Just changed out this guy.
Yeah, it's
just on there. Wow.
okay.
Look at that. That is tight, but it fits. All right. Tighten that crank down and make sure the settings still work. Final check. Run through the gears, make sure the chain guide is not rubbing. Alright, that's pretty good. Alright, check over complete. It's time for a shakedown test ride.
A rake. Alright, this is pretty slick. Oh wow. I like the higher bottom bracket. That is great. I usually bash everything on those things. Which is why I added the bash guard, but it was just right. Alright.